Hello everybody, welcome to this fabulous reading. I'm Zoe. Welcome. This is the reading that I'm going to provide. Basically, it's going to be very interesting. This is going to be a Thursday reading that I'm going to do, August 8th of 2024. This is a reading that is going to be provided by what's going on, and this is what it seems to be. So knowing about this, how this reading is, this is the way it goes, and this is how it seems to be, how it relates, and how it is. So I know for a fact that this is just the way it goes, but in my understanding, it's the way of how it is. Right? We have to accept of who we are, how we're going to do things, and whatever. So this is just how the reading is. But not know we have to do our own things. We have our own priority, and we have to do what we have. And we have the choices, we have the abilities, we have to know how it is, and this is what it seems to be. So this is going to be the new moon in Pisces attune to the dawn. You have to look at you and how it's the same page because this is what I have for you. And I hope that this reading helps you of how it's seen. The oracle cards, I'm going to tell you what's going on. The first one is grief. Understand losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. You know, everyone has grief in their own lives, but we have to understand it. We have to think with positive here. Yes, you have sadness. Yes, you're not getting along, but it's the way of opportunity of how it seems. The next one is trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. You know, having trust is the ability to learn, but you have to focus on that. You have to focus on that ability to know what your strengths and weaknesses are, but you have to understand that. And last but not least is failure. I understand that mistake is only an opportunity to learn. You know what? That's the main problem here, is that we have our own mistakes, but we have to correct them. We have to believe on how it is because it's the way of knowing what to do. It's the way of knowing how to do it and how it seems to be, you know. So we're going to look at this, Pisces, and this is why I'm not just familiar, because this is what it seems to be, and I hope that this reading helps you. So I hope that you understand this as it goes along, and this is just how the reading goes. So, you know, this is how it seems to be. Okay. So this is how the opportunity is, and this is what's going on. Let's see. We have two wands reversed, and swords reversed, and we have the nine of swords reversed. Yeah, because see, in this way, Pisces, I know that you're playing on something. I know that you have the ten of swords because you have, you know, burdens. You feel that. Nine of swords reversed because you have no trauma, whatever it is. So I understand that, but it's the way of how you feel, the way how you act. You know, you think that you can do it as long as it needs to, but you have to put things into perspective. You have to know how it is. So let's see. The Fool is upright because there's change. Yes, you're going to have change because you're going to do that as much as it needs to. So change is on its way. Three Cups is upright because there's celebrations. Yeah, because that's how it is, right? And the Wheel of Fortune is upright because you have good karma, means you're going to have good luck on your side. You know, this is a very fabulous reading, but in that way, everything has to be folded. You know, you have your own abilities to know that, and when you do it, you have to know exactly how it is. This is just the main quality of how it is. You have to learn things to do that. You know, it's a process to do that. Let's see. So you have Knight of Pentacles reversed because there's no trust. No, because you are lying about something. You know, that's not good in a way. The Chariot reversed because there's no progress. Obviously, there's no progress yet because, you know, you have that away because about how it seems to be. And they launch reverse because there's no speed. No, there's no speed because it's the way of knowing what to do. You have have to face your own abilities to learn that. You have to be creative. You have to know how it is and one way or another. Using this reading, I'm going to impose here that I'm going to see what's happening in this entire way. And let's see. The Three of Swords is upright, yeah, because someone's breaking your heart, so you could be dealing with another break, right? The Ace of Swords is upright, yeah, because you could be understanding something, right? And the Four of Swords reversed because you're not cooperating, because you know what's going on. You have to think about how things are, and you have to let go of things, so you have to understand about how it is, right? This is not a life story here, but it's the way of knowing what to do, because you have to face it. Let's see. Yeah, the Five of Swords is good because there's no revenge. No, not yet, because you will get to a point where things will shift as it goes along. The Two of Pentacles is good because there's imbalance, because everything is basically off balance. Everything is not the way it hoped in that way. And the Six of Swords is upright because you have movement. Honestly, you do, because that's how it seems to be. You have to focus on that ability to know that, because you have to know from your weaknesses. You have to know your strengths, your weaknesses, your abilities to understand that. Because you know what, Pisces, you have to pay attention. You have to know how you're going to be doing it as long as it needs to. This is just how it is. This is not a backstory. This is how it remains. Because in society, this is the way it goes. It's the way of how you can do things, right? So I understand it perfectly well, but you have to remember about how it is, Let's see. Let's see who you're dealing with. The Devil is upright, yeah, because you're being an obsession. Yeah, Pisces, yeah. And the World is reversed because there's incompletion here. Yeah, something that wasn't completed. So it's like when you do that, you have to pay attention about how you're going to do things on your own. You have to believe it on how it is. You have to know how you can do things on your own, but you have to remain how it is, right? So let's see. Is reversed because there's no transformation. Obviously, there's no transformation, not yet. And the Nine Cups is reversed. Interesting. That's interesting. So who is doing this? Who is doing this? Three of Pentacles reverse. Interesting. You're not in the third party yet, right? Soul is upright because now you need to change. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I understand that. Opposite of that card, please. The Nine of Wands is upright. Yeah, so you could be dealing with another Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. So this is very interesting. You could be dealing with another Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So this is in this reading for Pisces because you have to look at it from a different way. You have to think about how things are, and you have to let go of things, because in that repertoire way of how things are, this is a so bizarre reading because you have to look at it. You have to believe that you can do things as much as it needs to. It's the way of knowing about what to do, and you have to face your own abilities from the right and wrong. It's the way of knowing what to do, but when you do, it's the way of how is the way of knowing what to do, because you have to think about the positive and the negative. You have to, draw in that perception of understanding how it works. Is the way of looking at it. It's like me wearing a toque and wearing a hat. It's different, right? I'm different, right? And I'm looking at it as a different way. A lot of people will say to me, why are you wearing a toque? Why are you wearing a hat? Why? Because it's the way of how it goes. If I'm wearing a toque, it keeps me at ease. If I'm wearing a hat, well, I look very different now. I do exactly how it is. I'm trying to expose my own way to understand about how my way of how to do things. I'm very different at a lot of things. And, I have to look at it from a different way. I have a different personality that a lot of people don't know, right? So you have to look at it from that way, Pisces. You have to pay attention about how things are. You have to, understand how things, to come into play. But in reality, that's how it seems to be. Because this reading does make sense, right? You have to remember both. Do not lie, do not cheat, do not steal, whatever it is. But you have to remain how it is. You have to how everything is. You have to believe that. Knowing about this reading is very interesting, but it's the way of how it goes. So we're almost done with this reading. So you have to look at it from a different way. You have to think about how things are. You have to do it as much as it needs to. But this is what it seems to be. So let's see what's going on at the bottom of the deck here. The King of Pentacles reversed because there's no security. Obviously, there's no security because you don't have it. The Seven of Cups reversed because there's no delusion. Nope, honestly, there's not. But you have the Queen of Swords upright because you have independence. Because you're going to be independent. Ten of Cups reversed because there's no completion. It's incomplete. But then you have the Two of Wands reversed because you're not planning on something. No, you don't. But then you have the Nine of Swords upright because there's down. Yes. So I can understand that. I understand about how this is. And by the way, Two Cups is upright because you're in a relationship. And you have bravery at the same time. Pisces, you're doing it. So it's like you're focusing on another Leo, right, in this situation. So I understand how it goes in this reading. Let's see what's going on here in these oracle cards. Let's see. The ego is do the right thing. Yeah, do the right thing about apologizing. Maybe don't tell lies. Maybe you're going to try to do things on your own. That's how it seems to be. Next one is the Swan. You're beautiful just as you are. That's how lovely it is. So, you have to think about how it is, and you have to understand about how things are. Because, this is the way of how it goes, right? And last but not least is the trail. Take your time. Yeah, take your time. Because, slow and steady wins the race. You have to look at it from a different angle, Pisces. So I understand that. I understand how it is in one way or another. Is this the way it goes? Yeah, see, you have the Page of Wands is upright. You have the Moon. Yeah, the Emperor is reversed because there's no structure. But then you have the Sun card that's upright. Yeah, so you can be staying positive. Three of Swords is upright because you're having heartbreak. Yep. And then you have basically the Seven of Cups is upright. So you can be thinking about another Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. So that's how it seems to be for that one. And over here, let's see. You have, the Death card is upright because you have endings, merely beginnings. The Empress is reversed. The Five of Cups, that's reversed. Ace of Wands is reversed. You feel the Wheel of Fortune is upright. Yeah, see? So you're you're going to be having good luck on your side. And the Four of Cups is upright because you might have a distraction. So you could be dealing with another Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And last but not least, you have the Tower reversed because there's no transformation. Not yet. So it's like this is what it seems to be. This is what the reading is. This is how it remains. Because in this way, it's the way it goes, but it's just how it is. So I hope that this reading helps you and understand how it seems to be. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. So thank you so much, Pisces. I know that you can do it, but this is how it goes. So thank you so much.